Hey everybody, welcome to another Star Wars action figure review. Like in my previous video, I said I was going to be doing another vintage collection figure, and that is this. This is the Battle Droid from the Phantom Menace. If you didn't check out my previous video, Target has all of the vintage collection, the old vintage collection stock on sale for $5. You can see right there. So yeah, and before we start taking a look at the packaging and start this review, I had completely forgotten to do the articulation of the Naboo Royal Guard, so I'll just do that really quick right now. If you want to see the full in-depth review, check it out, it's on my channel. But he does have a ball-jointed neck, ball-hinged shoulders and elbows, swivel forearms, swivel waist, swivel hips, ball-hinged knees, and ball-hinged ankles. So yeah, this is a great figure. Like I said, if you want to see a full review, just go to my channel and check it out. But yeah, let's take a look at the packaging for this Phantom Menace figure. Now this has a great movie still, which you can see right there. It's just absolutely awesome. It's probably one of the best pictures they have. Or at least, it's the most memorable in my head. It's really cool. And the Phantom Menace logo up top, and the same old, same old. You know, I'm not going to talk a lot about that because we all know what it's there. So yeah, let's talk about the figure. Like the previous review I did with the Naboo Royal Guard, this is an old figure. It was about a year old. But I thought I'd talk about it myself, just to give my opinions and my personal expressions and my complaints about this figure. Now, this figure overall is good, but I would not call this the definitive Episode 1 Battle Droid. But by no means is this a bad figure. I guess let's just start talking about his accessories. He does come with 2 sets of backpack antennas, I guess. Which you can see right here is a very tiny antenna, which is attached through a little peg. See right there. As you can see. Though in the movie you don't see regular battle droids. You see 9, which is a commander. They're the ones that have the little antennas. Now, the second one comes with is this big backpack, a battery pack, I guess it's called, which we all know. See right here? Pretty good. Comes with the bigger peg. And I will say this is a bit difficult to stick on, and it does fall off rather easy. As you can see right here in the back, you do have both peg holes. But if you look at both peg holes, I'll show you right here. They're kind of in this, what is it? It's in a hexagon shape, and these are just perfect circles. So, you know, it's kind of difficult to put in, not so much, but it just falls off really easy. As you can see, it doesn't like fully attach. But yeah, the final accessory it does come with is the new updated Droid blaster. So you can see right here, it's in a silver paint, not the black we're used to seeing. It's smaller, more scaled down, which is really cool, but there's a lot of detail that they took into making this. See all these little drill ports and stuff like that. Really cool. I definitely prefer these than those old ones. Alright, now let's talk about the figure. As with the gun, it is a smaller scale battle droid. These are slightly smaller than the ones we've seen in previous lines. This has a great mold. See, very cool details. It has like a battle damage, like it's seen in combat, which I find very cool. There's a lot of hints of silver seen throughout. So you can see right here on the back of his head, which is a good sculpt, and his hinge joints and stuff like that. But going back to his head, there's a complaint I had about this. Now the head is really cool. The eyes are spaced nicely. They're small. They're the right size. See, they're great. But the problem with the head is that if you look at the rest of the body is like, you know, like I guess tattered and has some pretty cool damage look to it. The head, as well as the backpack, to mention, are very clean, you know? It's very inconsistent. I mean, it doesn't like look too noticeable, but if you pay attention, you will notice it. Yeah. I guess, you know, after a long day of combat, he decided to wash his backpack and his face. But yeah, that's one complaint I have about it. The next complaint I have is articulation. He does have a ball jointed head, which does go up and down, as you can see right here, because you can get him in that fetal position, like prone stage, which I'll show you in just a second. Let's just finish articulation. Yeah, he has the ball jointed head, he has hinged shoulders, hinged elbows, ball jointed hips, hinged knees, and hinged ankles, which is really cool. We've never seen hinged ankles. I'm sorry, we saw it for, yeah, the Saga Legend. They did have hinged ones, but unlike them, since he's scaled down and he's like a better type of plastic in my opinion, he does stand better. See right here. Very cool. But yeah, the disappointing factor was the fact that he didn't have wrist articulation, because if you give him his gun, so I'll show you right here, he's kind of stuck in this position, this firing position. You know, I guess you can kind of put him like that, but he can't grab the gun like sideways the way you'd want, like in the picture that I showed you earlier, which is very disappointing. You know, that's one of the main reasons why I wouldn't call this figure definitive. And the backpack in the face, which, before I forget, let me talk one quick thing about the backpack that they did. It has some great details and great molding, but it doesn't have a little slot that the old ones used to have, that when the droid gets into the field position, which I'll show you right now, he will put the gun with this long peg. It would just attach there, like in the movie, and you don't have it, so when he's in that position, you kind of have to leave the gun hanging around, which is kind of disappointing. You know, kind of like a step back, but you know, what can you do? Let me show you the fetal position that he goes into, which it's also good to take note of the fact that the head doesn't go all the way down with the backpack. At least it doesn't go down as much as you'd like. So you can see, just something to point out. But yeah, let me just finish putting him in the position, which, as you can see right here, for the hips, they lock. See, they like intermingle and they lock really well. So as you can see, it's very cool in that position, but it doesn't really stand. See, I'm holding it, so that's another disappointing feature. You know, you can push it down as much as you want, but it's not gonna actually go the way you want it to. I mean, I guess if you really struggle, you can kind of balance it. Can't be there for a while. But yeah, pretty cool. I mean, I did army build this one. I think I have like 12. I don't even know. They look really good next to the AAT, which I did get. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this video. Overall, it's a good figure. I wouldn't discourage you from not getting it. Just has some minor flaws, so that's why I wouldn't give it Definity, but you know, I highly recommend this figure, especially the fact that he's only $5. I mean, if you're a Phantom Menace figure, or you just like army building separatists, I highly recommend this figure. And even if you don't, it's only $5. If you go to your local Target, just pick one up and take a look at it, you know, and then you decide whether it's worth it or not. So yeah, I hope you found this review helpful. I'll be doing many more soon, so stay tuned.